Hi YouTube and welcome back to my channel today. Today's video is pretty exciting for me because I want to let you guys know that I am doing one more round of project panning, and I'm really excited to show you the products that I am going to try to finish up before the end of 2016. So I was contemplating earlier, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, whether or not to do a seasonal challenge for like the holiday time, but then I never really got around to picking the products that I wanted to use. And then yesterday, when I was deciding what products I wanted to include in this challenge, I realized that I didn't have a lot of time to complete like 10 products or 15 products. So I decided to stick with my lucky number 7, and I'm here to show you the 7 products that I want to use up before 2017. So let's just jump in and get started. The first one is one of my holy grail products, and this is a foundation. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and mine is in the shade NC15, and it looks like this. Now, I haven't marked the bottle, but I don't have too much of this foundation left, and I use MAC Studio Fix pretty much on the regular when I'm doing my makeup for work. Now, I know NC15 is a bit light for me, but when I apply this and then I put a little bit of bronzer and blush on, it literally just matches my skin tone. This is currently like the shade I am. I'm probably like an NC20, but I can still get away with using NC15. And I did pick up the pump because it dispenses the perfect amount of foundation. I usually use 2 pumps, and that is enough to give me medium coverage on my entire face. The next product is a concealer, and this is the Eve Pearl Dual Salmon Concealer and Treatment, and I have mine in the shade light to medium, and it looks like this. And I remember when this product was all hyped up over YouTube. As you can tell, the light side I have hit pan, but the salmon side I have not. And I really do like this concealer, but I will say it is very, very creamy. It needs to be set, or I feel like this would be a mess and it would crease and just disappear throughout the day. I do enjoy using this, but I'm pretty sure I won't repurchase this in the future just because there are other concealers that I really like to use underneath my eyes. And I also want to mention that I am very, I guess, fortunate or lucky that I don't have really dark circles underneath my eyes, so I don't really color correct that much. I normally just use a concealer 1 to 2 shades lighter than my regular skin tone, and that tends to like just cover up the little bit of darkness that I have and brighten up underneath my eyes. The third product is an eyeliner, and it is one of the Mally Starlight waterproof liners, and this is in the shade Royal Plum. This was just a smaller deluxe size eyeliner that I'd received from, I want to say, an Ulta gift with purchase, but the reason why I want to use this up is because I actually do have the full size in Royal Plum as well. So I have been using this a lot lately. It is what I have on my eyes today, and I really like wearing purple. I feel like it really makes brown eyes pop, and I mean, I use eyeliner pretty much, well, I use it every day when I am working, of course, but then on the weekends and when I'm going out at night, I tend to wear purples just because I think it's a little bit, I don't know, more fun. It's a pop of color without doing anything too dramatic for your eyes. And then for eyebrows, I am finishing up this Chanel eyebrow pencil in the shade number 40, and it literally, this is where, right here is where it stops. So the smallest amount, the other side has a spoolie. I do like this pencil. Let me do a swatch for you. It's a really nice shade for my dark hair without making my brows too intense. And then I want to do a swatch of the eyeliner for you as well. So those are both of the products, and as you guys can tell, I barely have anything left. I fill in my brows every single day. Normally when I'm filling my brows in for work, I use the MAC Stud Eyebrow Pencil. This is the one that just twists up, but I do sometimes go back and forth with the Chanel one on the weekends. I'm not a huge fan of the pencils that you have to sharpen for some reason. I feel like I can never get them to like the most fine tip point when I'm drawing in my tail end, or when I'm trying to like feather or buff out like the inner portion, but I have been getting through this. This was actually a gratis gift from one of my really good friends who works at Chanel, so I want to definitely try to use that up before the end of the year. And then you guys know that I dropped my NARS Audacious Deluxe Size Sample Mascara on the ground, like literally maybe like the second time I attempted to use it, and the wand rolled into like the dust bunnies, and I was never able to use it again. But I did get another sample that I had in a backup, and this is the Audacious Mascara. I don't know if I mentioned the title. And this is what the wand and the brush head looks like. I do like the formulation. It is a little bit on the more wet side. I think it's just because it's brand new and I have to kind of let it dry out. It's what I have on my lashes right now, and I did put some false lashes on top. I am not crazy about the brush though, unfortunately. My sister really loves this mascara. It's like one of her absolute favorites. I just got her a new one and I like it, but I don't love it. So that will probably just take me through the end of the project, and even if I still have some left over, I'm just gonna chuck it because I have so many mascaras that it's really not like the end of the world to use up a mascara in its entirety, because I normally have like anywhere between like 6 to like 8 mascaras going at one time. And then the sixth product is this Maybelline Master Highlighting Bronzer, and this is in the shade Deep Bronze, and it looks like this, and it just has a mosaic pattern. I used up the light bronze shade over the summertime and I really love it. It's what I have on my cheeks right now on top of like a bunch of other products at the same time, and I really do like this. I just take a slanted MAC contouring brush and I'll just dip it in and then do that to my cheeks. It's super easy. It's like a blush, bronzer, highlighter all like in one. So on days that I am not wearing a lot of makeup, like on my days off, I will even just put this on. Like I'll pop a little bit of concealer on and then just throw this on top, and it just gives you the healthiest, prettiest like flush or glow. And then the last product, lucky number 7, is a lip product, and I don't normally like to include the products anymore because I wear so many different shades from work. I am always like wearing the newest launch, and I never really wear the same lip combination or lip product for that matter for more than like 1 or 2 days in a row. But this has been my go-to lip liner. Unfortunately, it's not what I'm wearing today. I will tell you right now what I'm wearing for my lip combination today is the MAC Lip Pencil in Half Red. And it looks like this. It's such a pretty shade, and I have it all over my lips, and I filled them in and lined them, and then lightly on top I just dabbed a little bit of MAC Chili, which is a matte formulation lipstick, and it looks like this. I feel like it's coming off way lighter on camera. In person, this is like a brown, red, orange, and that's what I have on my lips. But the product that I want to use up, that I actually just recently purchased maybe within the last month, is the MAC Pro Longwear Lip Pencil in the shade Morning Coffee. And of course, it's not sharpened, but let me get a swatch. Every time I wear, and let me just show you how much I have. So not too much in the big scheme of things, but every time I wear this, I get so many compliments. I wear this with just a really light, like either baby pink or like mauve gloss on top, and every single time I normally wear this with the Ariana Grande Viva Glam 2 like cream sheen lip gloss, and I love it. So many people will like end up trying on that lip demo when I'm at work, and I do sell quite a few of these lip combinations because it looks so flattering on so many different skin tones, and cream sheen formulations are so like they're moisturizing and hydrating and glossy, but they're not sticky or tacky. So love these pencils. The Pro Longwears are my favorite. They stay on all day. I don't touch up any of my makeup when I'm at work besides maybe my lip product one time throughout like an 8 or 9 hour shift, and that is it. So I love the way how they just like, they're so smooth, and they almost feel like once you line your lips and then fill them in, almost like a liquid lipstick, but they don't crumble and they don't peel and they don't feel super drying on the lips. So very comfortable to wear. They have like tons of shades. The other shades that I really like are, of course I'm not gonna be able to think of them. I want to say Absolutely, it's a really nice one. Etc. is one of my favorite ones. It's just like a very light brown, like dark nude, and then Nice and Spicy is probably like my all-time favorite. Well, Morning Coffee is up there too, so Nice and Spicy, Morning Coffee. So with that being said, those are my 7 products. I am going to try to do updates. I want to try to do them every other week, so that way you can get a feel of how I'm like the progress that I'm making instead of just doing like an intro and then like one update and then a finale video like I've done in the past. But time literally always gets away from me. I'm either working my full-time job or I'm working my part-time job. I just did a freelance job this past weekend for 14 or 15 fitness competition, like bikini fitness models. So it's just been a lot of work, and I really don't have a ton of time to film, and I really want to because I love doing this, and you guys always make it so much more fun when you're interacting and leaving comments. So I'm going to try to get on my filming game since I have been slowing down a little with work. But I will say that starting like 2 weeks, we're extending into holiday hours and the store is going to be open longer, so I'm going to be at MAC. I want to say they extend the hours like an hour and a half at night. So, and normally I do like the late afternoon evening shifts. So we'll see. If you guys did like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. You know I'm not forcing you to, but I really appreciate everyone who has. And if you are doing a project pan, or if you're doing a seasonal challenge before the end of 2016, then leave it down below so that way I can check you guys out. I have been watching a lot of YouTube recently. I didn't have a ton of free time to do so in the past couple weeks, but the last couple nights all I've been doing is like watching YouTube and YouTubing and videos, and it's just, I really like watching and seeing other people's like techniques and other people's favorites. I know that the Sephora VIB sale is coming up literally I think tomorrow, but I don't know what I'm going to pick up. I don't even know if I'm going to pick anything up because I have done such an amazing job of using up products and not purchasing too many, but I'm sure I will get, you know, I'll feel the need or the impulse or the urge to buy at least a couple of things. So I do have my eye on a couple of Kat Von D things because we do not sell Kat Von D at Nordstrom. So with that being said, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!